Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. So my name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, we want to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, let's start with today's news. Chelsea they prepare a bid to hijack Arsenal Mudryk deal from Shakhtar Donetsk because Chelsea now under their owner Ted Boehly. This man is very I don't know how I want to even express himself. This guy like to hijack people. You see Enzo Fernandez when Manchester United they look. He won't go there, go pay the clause £120 million. Like money no be in problem. He won't just make a mark for Chelsea. Sign everybody signable. So for this one, I never know how it go be because now goal.com, like all they let us know this one and goal ever you know say they be credible reporter now. So their media house now credible media house. So the first let us know say this is what is going on. Whether Chelsea now go come make us come enter a bidding war, you get come enter Shakhtar Donetsk trap because with this Shakhtar they find a bidding war to elevate the price so that they will stay for that at 85 million. Even though we were here yesterday, you get from Rudy Galetti where they talk say they don't agree £75 million. They are looking for how to structure the payments, the agreements. That's what they are trying to structure. So I don't know how it be because don't forget yesterday Rudy Galetti for Twitter composed say Arsenal and Shakhtar Donetsk don't agree a £75 million payment structure. Whether they look for how they go to do and whether not 60 million direct fee, 15 million in add-ons, we never know how they go. So on the backdrop of that one, now we're going to hear from goal.com now talk say Ted Boehly they look for how to hijack this Mudryk deal. Well, no just to watch as everything go because don't forget that Rudy Galetti said yesterday say the next 24 to 48 hours is very key for this deal if Arsenal will make a success. So we just watch as everything they go. Today that will be the last day of the year 2022. So we'll just say goodbye to 2022. Any goals we will now achieve for this year, we just pray to Baba God say next year, because from tomorrow now we'll enter next year. So next year we now go achieve all our goals. So this is just an opportunity for me to tell now Happy New Year in advance. And we thank Almighty Baba God for keeping us alive from January 1st, 2022 to December 31st, 2022. You know easy. A lot of people snide along the way, but we're still there and God will still keep us as we go along. Our familiar set so they ask Mikel Arteta about William Saliba contract talks. So Babakari talk say now Edu Gaspar and the board. Now then they handle that one. Say they for your hand, they're responsible for that. But waiting be say the boy really wants to stay for Arsenal and is going to stay with us. So and maybe anytime soon shall go here say Saliba don't sign contract because you don't give him the contract paper, say making sign and making know how everything to go well. Let's just keep watching and see how everything is going. For the match where Brighton will play against Arsenal today, so Brighton will be missing some of their stars. We make me kind of feel say this match for Arsenal is supposed to be walkover. Like we're supposed to go for the Amex Stadium, go there, express ourselves, beat them black and blue. Because when you watch that match, you will see say Alexis McAllister who they play for Argentina, we also they play for Brighton. This guy are like that winger because Trossard then be the number 9. He will be missing because he get an extended rest period after the World Cup, so he never come back, never even start training. So they don't count him out. They see that from the new year, maybe their next match, now he will come back on the training, come play. So for this Arsenal match, they there. Now Moses Caicedo, for those who know him, you see that guy in a powerhouse for the middle of the park. He's a modern day N'Golo Kante. The guy is very good. So himself, he don't accumulate 5 yellow cards, which means for this match they will play against Arsenal, he will not be involved. So him no day. Now Danny Welbeck just come back from injury, so I don't think say maybe they go want risk him. I'm not expecting him to start. Adam Webster also that one self getting injured. So we are talking about 3-4 top players of their first 11 will not go there available. So even though they play for home, will be their fortress. They've only considered 6 goals this season at home. So and this is them. Onto the coach now, De Zerbi was the person that go there in charge. And don't forget, De Zerbi in charge of Shakhtar Donetsk in the past. Don't forget. So this guy know how to do all those tiki-takas, a big play all those Brazilian samba style of football, and that's what Brighton is bringing to the table. So much to watch how Arsenal will control and take care of this Brighton side because they do good on the counter attack. And at home, they don't play 10 man behind the ball or carry the ball come meet you. So much to see how the match will be. Also, this Brighton boss De Zerbi, so for the media setting when they do ahead of the Arsenal match, they ask him about Mudryk. Say, you have coached this player before, you have played with him, So what you go tell us about the player? What are his features? So what kind of player and I Arsenal won't get? I you say this guy English not too strong, so as then ask the question, the interpreter can like interpreter for I can talk say well say the Mudryk na top player say from him say the guy go win the Ballon d'Or sometime in the future. For you to know how good the boy did, because him don't coach the boy before for Shakhtar Donetsk before the new coach can't take over, so he can tell you what he be. So all the reporter come they smile say wow, because at the end of the day can talk say no matter how much he like Emile Mudryk, him waiting for Brighton, you know Brighton no fit afford that get because the guy money they like bigger than them. Brighton no be they no dey that ambitious. See they go Europa League, see they go Champions League, you know, say they contest for titles, so they are not that ambitious, so there's no way they can go for him. Away from that, so Alan Shearer don't come as I call it talk say Man City they no dey under any pressure you get for this Arsenal title race. See they know what to do to catch Arsenal because they don't do it before. They don't pursue Manchester United catch them. They don't pursue Liverpool catch them. So it is not a new thing on paper, you get, or even in reality. It's not a new thing. They can still do it. They know what they want to do, but what they don't want to do, not because they win their own matches. But people they always forget one thing. If Arsenal go they lose, now only Arsenal go they lose. So other people no go lose. Like I like that one. I mean they underestimate Arsenal. The way they underestimate us, and that one call they push us forward, call they spawn us forward, come make us they perform the way they perform. You see everybody they don't say Arsenal go win, and that motivation, that ginger, I think I know what they get with him, they points to them say, you see what he said? He said they will hit you 3-0. So you must show him, you know all those kinds. You must take them to the cleaners. All those kinds. I believe in all those little pockets of incentives. Now Arteta will use the ginger the boys. At the end of the day, they're going to play very, very well. So on to the next story. Even Chris Sutton himself don't come outside the talk. Say you see this match where Arsenal won't play against Brighton. Say if Arsenal defeats this Brighton side, say for him, you don't show say Arsenal win the league because this Brighton side they are like a boogie team to Arsenal. Don't forget that they beat us in the Carabao Cup 3-1 this season. We Welbeck play, Welbeck score, gets. But at the end of the day, now they don't get some kind of injury and suspension players. It will really affect their own setting, their own first starting 11. Gets. So nobody don't say if Arsenal win, then they will win the title. Why talk like that? Because in the past, these are the kind of things where they lose. These are the kind of places where they drop points. Last season, we played 0-0 for a year. This kind is now the kind of arena, the kind of place. Obviously, we go there, we lose points. But you know, say this season now, we don't play 15 games. We only lost one and drew one. For you to know, say this season is a very, very different season. So we'll see how this match will go. But Nigerian time, another kind of started, they will play in the evening now. So we'll see. About David Einstein, don't come outside and let us know say Joao Felix numbers need to come down if Arsenal will need to sign her, because Arsenal they feel say that their salary where they say Arsenal will pay the entirety of the salary. Say Atletico Madrid need to come in at least, even maybe if you share 50-50, then the £8 million loan fee at least bring it down, because when you check everything in totality you'll be paying that kind of 13-14 million pounds for just a player that will come and play for 5-6 months for you. Come on, it's a no-brainer you get. That is why Manchester United and Chelsea don't pull out, say what's this up now for 5 months I'll come pay 14 million, 13 million. It don't make sense now. And from my research where I check now, I don't even see a concrete figure. I go to say 9 Joao Felix they earn per week. I saw £280,000 per week. I saw £290,000 per week. Even somebody post for comment section saying they earn 230, but I don't see 230 online. So I was saying 290, 280. So I don't really see any concrete figure from a particular site when I do my research. Well, at the end of the day, all I know say the guy they earn between maybe 230 to 290. That's the ballpark where I go put that. So at the end of the day, I don't just know how it go be. Not just to watch whether Arsenal go really go for this guy at the end of the day. Now for the media settings, when they ask Arteta about Emile Smith Rowe injury, so Babakari talks say the guy will return very soon because he don't start to take part in training. You get, so as they take part in training, so we are expecting him to return anytime soon. You get, and this one will make sense, at least make on cause competition for places for Arsenal, because we know how good this boy can be. Last season we know what he did for us, get, in our resurgence. We can end up for 5th, get, you know, they're very easy. And imagine somebody that was that good last season, this season not gonna play any major role, you get. So by the time he comes back, we just be like a new player, like we just unleash a new player, and you say himself, the guy in ball carry top notch. So I just expect when he will come back, most waiting will bring. So for those who know they are aware, Emile Mudryk don't win the Shakhtar Donetsk Player of the Year 2022. You get, this guy didn't win last season 2021, which means he has won it back to back, and about 17,000 fans that vote for him to show appreciation for the things when they do for them over there. I know say why Shakhtar Donetsk they play hardball with Arsenal, and the fact say it will be very, very hard for them to win the league, because in Ukraine there are two big teams there. It is either you are a fan of Shakhtar Donetsk or you are a fan of Dynamo Kiev. You get, so these are the two teams where they rule, and the ace where Shakhtar Donetsk they beat everybody 9 with this Mudryk. If in command, it will be very hard for them to get that monopoly to they collect the league. And I believe that whoever wins the league then they go Champions League. That's why you always see the likes of Shakhtar Donetsk in the Champions League. So they know say it will be very, very short, extremely difficult for them to continue that monopoly. That is why they play hardball. For them, the ideal situation would have been where this guy continue for January and leave at the end of the summer, where they don't secure the league title and secure Champions League slots. But since the guy don't dey adamant say he must leave this January, and Arsenal self when they disturb and say we won't buy him this January, they don't get anything to say, because it would be very bad for them to get an unhappy player on their books, which is why they want to sell, but they don't want to sell cheap. That's how they drag the fee to make the watchers everything they go. Our Thomas Partey long strike versus Tottenham Hotspur. Now they don't choose as the best goal of 2022 for Arsenal. You get, now as the guy collect like 51% of the votes cast in a poll, so he win like 51%. So that Thomas Partey then give the award by Arsenal fans who vote for him. So the goal self is true. Say you'll give him that pass. No, you don't even let the ball trap him or anything. Just wipe him. When they're talking, obviously they do for training, and he did that same thing in another match. I can't remember the match that was, but I was saying he scored that same goal again in another match to show say truly now what that they do for training and they try on the pitch. On my level, believe say Man City they way up a surprise raid on Arsenal. So Man City won't sign Kieran Tierney because they look for a top left back. Now the left back will then sign after they sell Zinchenko. They will sign Sergio Gomez from Anderlecht. Now Sergio Gomez going to give them what they want. I know say the person they play left back for them Cancelo. Truly no be saying left back in position. Like right back, now right footer. You get, but the guy just be like Tomiyasu will they put for left back. Guy they playing it perfectly well, you get. So they look, see they need to sign men like one is one. They say this is your job, your main priority, your responsibility. So that's why they look to sign Kieran Tierney. But when I saw this headline, I first smiled. I can't take my mind back to when them Pep Guardiola the para say they not go sell any player, give Arsenal again, because if they sell the player, give Arsenal, come last year then they strengthen Arsenal. It was like an unwritten rule at the Etihad, say no more transfer dealings with Arsenal. Don't send any player to them. Now you want to come and collect player from us. Is that not ironic? Because when I see this, it just repulses my brain. We are going to enter match of the day, Brighton versus Arsenal. So Arsenal will go away to Amex Stadium today, go play Brighton. We are going to run check their head to head. For the last 5 games for Amex Stadium, Arsenal win 2, draw 2, and lose 1. Our last season we draw 0-0 for you. So my dear football lovers, you see this match, keep an open mind. For me, with the kind misses, with the lack of Moses Caicedo we don't get, with McAllister we don't get, then with Adam Webster, with Welbeck we go there for bench. I don't think they are good enough to even fight us. I believe so we will play this match, dominate them, and win them convincingly, not struggling. We will win them the way me I see them. It go pass 1-0, go pass 2-0. I see a 3-0, 3-1. I will tell you for this match, because normal they go try to bite us, but they get Trossard. Trossard is very, very dangerous. This guy scored a hat-trick at the for against Liverpool. You get, so the guy knows small fish to fry. But I believe say all those kind of Warren Giants, all those kind Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba, they go fit take care of them. And the fact say for their own defense they get tall men or dunk they deal, so we don't go take them play for set pieces. So even though I still get confidence to score set piece this season, it is very, very hard. It's not that easy. You say we do like this because we say we get tall and giants at the back. So my own prediction, I'm saying 3-0, 3-1 again. But you know, say that one now on paper. When match start now, if you can see a difference. So my dear football lovers, if you watch us for YouTube and you never subscribe, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to our channel so that our reach will grow wider and wider. And if you're watching us on Facebook and never follow us, what are you waiting for, man? Follow us so that our community will grow wider and wider. And to do so, we're going to continue to bless you. So if you don't watch yesterday, you should check the top left corner of the screen. You will see the thumbnail. Click on so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So CHUKS signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day and game out.